The Lion and the Hunter? Once upon a time, in a realm where the jungle stretched as far as the eye could see and ancient trees whispered secrets of forgotten eras, there reigned a mighty lion named Covey. His golden mane flowed like a cascade of sunlight, and his powerful roar commanded respect from every creature that dwelt in the wild. Covey was not only strong but wise, for he had witnessed many seasons and understood the delicate balance of nature. His kingdom was one of beauty and raw power, a land where every leaf, stream, and creature played its part in the endless symphony of life. At the edge of this untamed wilderness lay a humble village, where the people lived in awe of the jungle's grandeur. Among these villagers was a renowned hunter named Ryan. Ryan prided himself on his unmatched skill with the bow and arrow, and his heart burned with ambition. He had heard tales of Covey's mighty presence and, driven by pride and the desire for glory, vowed to capture the great lion. For Ryan, such a feat would not only bring him riches and honor but would prove to all that man could master the wild. One crisp morning, with the first rays of the sun filtering through the mist, Ryan set out on his quest. Clad in leather and armed with a finely crafted bow, he ventured deep into the jungle. The forest greeted him with a chorus of chirping birds and rustling leaves, and the scent of damp earth and blooming orchids filled the air. Ryan followed the subtle tracks left by the lion, the large paw prints in the soft mud near a babbling brook, the scratch marks on ancient trees where Covey had rubbed his mighty head. As Ryan advanced further, the jungle seemed to hold its breath. The air grew thick with anticipation, and even the insects fell silent as if in deference to the great creature that roamed these lands. At length, deep within a clearing dappled with light, Ryan caught sight of Covey. The majestic lion lounged regally upon a rock, his eyes half closed in the heat of the day. For a moment, the hunter stood in awe, his heart pounding not only with the thrill of the chase but also with a sudden, profound respect for the creature before him. But pride, as it often does, clouded Ryan's judgment. Determined to prove his prowess, he nocked an arrow and drew his bow, intent on striking Covey down. At that very moment, Covey's eyes snapped open. In the stillness that followed, time seemed to suspend itself. Instead of launching into a furious attack, the lion regarded the hunter with a calm, penetrating gaze, a look that spoke of centuries of wisdom and an understanding of the world far deeper than Ryan could fathom. With a voice that rumbled like distant thunder, Covey spoke, "Why do you trespass into my realm, mortal? Do you come seeking glory by vanquishing what you do not truly understand?" His words, surprisingly gentle yet firm, reverberated through the clearing, startling even the birds from their perches. Ryan's fingers tightened around the bow, his heart conflicted. He had journeyed far and risked much for this moment, yet now the lion's words stirred doubts within him. "I seek to prove that man can conquer the wild," Ryan replied, though his voice wavered ever so slightly. "I wish to capture you and show all that no creature, however mighty, is beyond the reach of human skill." Covey's eyes narrowed, and he slowly rose to his full, imposing height. "The jungle is not a realm to be conquered," he intoned, "but a living tapestry woven of countless lives, each deserving of respect and freedom. Your arrows and traps may capture a moment, but they cannot imprison the spirit of the wild." The lion's words, imbued with quiet authority, cut deeper than any arrow. Before Ryan could react further, the jungle itself seemed to rise in protest. The wind picked up, rustling the leaves, and distant thunder hinted at an approaching storm. In that charged moment, Ryan's confidence began to crumble. His ambition, once as bright as the morning sun, was now shadowed by the realization that his quest had blinded him to the true beauty of the world around him. The great lion, sensing the change in the hunter's heart, stepped closer. "Return to your village, Ryan," Covey said softly, "and learn that nature is not a prize to be won, but a wonder to be revered. Let your heart be open to its lessons, for only then will you truly understand your place in this world." Defeated not by force but by the power of wisdom, Ryan lowered his bow. With a heavy sigh and eyes cast downward, he turned away, beginning the long, reflective journey back to his village. Along the way, the jungle no longer seemed a dark and fearsome realm but a living, breathing teacher. The rustling of the leaves, the gentle murmur of the streams, and even the distant call of a nightjar spoke of a world where every creature had its part to play, a world that demanded respect, not subjugation. In the quiet solitude of his return, Ryan began to understand that his true quest was not to conquer nature, but to learn from it. The memory of Covey's steady gaze and resonant voice stayed with him, inspiring him to change his ways. In time, Ryan became a guardian of the jungle rather than its conqueror. He shared his newfound wisdom with his fellow villagers, teaching them that the wild was not a trophy to be claimed but a sanctuary to be cherished and protected. And so, the legend of the lion and the hunter spread far and wide, a tale of pride humbled by nature's eternal wisdom and the enduring power of respect. The mighty Covey continued to roam his verdant kingdom, a living testament to the truth that the spirit of the wild is beyond the grasp of those who seek to control it. And Ryan, once driven by ambition and greed, became a humble advocate for the natural world, his life forever transformed by the encounter in the heart of the jungle. Moral of the story ***. The fable of the lion and the hunter teaches us that true strength lies not in conquering nature, but in understanding and respecting it. Ambition and pride can lead us astray, but when we open our hearts to the wisdom of the natural world, we learn that every creature has its own right to live freely. Let humility guide you, and you will find that the greatest victories are those that bring harmony rather than conquest.